Hey, welcome back to the Tarmac Show here at Grand River Raceway. Very pleased to have a special guest just out of the blue, Big Jim owner, Jim Carr. How are you doing, Jim?
Not too bad. Had to come up here to watch the races. You do a great job here. I must commend you on that.
Well, you picked the right spot to say that on air so everybody could hear it. So I thank you very much for that. Jim is going to talk a little bit about his star colt, Big Jim. Of course, there was some breaking news on Standardbred Canada today, and we're chomping at the bit to talk about it. Big Jim, of course, Canada's top 2-year-old colt pacer last year, O'Brien Award winner, and winner of over $800,000. Dan Patch Award winner, too. That's right. And Jim is the man who owns him all by himself, and you've had some offers, right?
Yes, before he qualified, I was offered $1 million for 25% of them. And I just told the guy I wasn't interested.
Yeah, I do that all the time. People try to give me $1 million, and I just turn them away. For those of us who will never have that opportunity to turn down $1 million, can you tell us why you would do that?
Well, it was a little harder the first time I was offered $1 million when he was a 2-year-old for 20%, I think it was. I enjoy racing. I'm my own partner. I don't have to answer to anybody. I do, I race them where I want to race them, when I want to race them, win, lose, or draw. I only have to answer to myself, and I enjoy going on the road with them, even though I still do work. I work in the mornings and travel with him. So.
All right, we're going to talk more with Big Jim about Big Jim. In just a few moments, your post parade's coming out, so we will rejoin Jim in just 1 second. Stay tuned. All right, so we have 5 minutes to post for race number 3. We're going to continue our interview with Jim Carr. He, of course, is the owner of Big Jim. He was the champion 2-year-old last year on both sides of the border, and Jim just received an offer. Of course, he's going into his 3-year-old year. He has all kinds of great events on his dance card, including North America Cup, all kinds of great things. So lots of Meadowlands Pace, lots of earning potential. So you were just justifying to us how it is that you turned down $1 million for a quarter share in this horse.
Well, his first race is for $500,000 in the Meadowlands, and then he comes back for $300,000, then $1.5 million, then $1 million, and I think then $500,000. So anybody could figure that they get their $1 million back pretty good, and they would have a horse that's going to go to stud. If I already had offers from Australia, and Hanover Shoe Farms and I are talking, Southwind Farms, and of course Sealster and Terra Hill. Everybody wants to get in on them, but I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to race them, and I might even race them as a 4-year-old. We need help in racing, and everybody wants to see this horse. And if there was a race here at Grand River, I'd bring him to Grand River. We got to do something for racing, and we need the support, and that's what I'm trying to do.
So you're very passionate, obviously, about Big Jim, and so obviously you feel a connection to him, and you want to keep the fun all your own and not have to deal with sort of the outside stuff. But you're also a businessman. What's your business?
I have a company that delivers court documents to people that don't pay their bills, and hopefully there's nobody here, but
not at a racetrack.
Yeah, I do that, and you're right. I want to keep Big Jim. I'm big. I like to eat, and he's big, and he likes to eat, and he's named after me. So he was named after me by the people who took care of him as a 2-year-old. So.
All right, so I must say it's very nice of you to be so candid about this as well. You obviously enjoy horse ownership, and you obviously really adore this horse as well. And sometimes people aren't as open when they do get offers and that sort of thing. So we do appreciate you being so candid. So we do have a hat to give away here. We have a Big Jim hat. You're wearing one, but we also have one that's been autographed by you, and will be autographed by driver Phil Houdon, who's right there. And before we give that away, tell us a little bit about your relationship with Phil Houdon, because it's kind of a special one.
He's like a son. When Phil was first put down to drive Big Jim, he come up and thanked me even before he drove him for the opportunity, and I thought that was great, and I've stuck with him ever since. And at Christmas time, I told his dad, I'm coming to your house for Christmas dinner, because because I had a real nice gift for Phil, and my wife and I went there and had Christmas dinner with his whole family and gave him his gift there. And I plan on doing it again this year. Maybe a bigger gift this year.
Oh, there you go. Well, we'll see. We'll see how things pan out, but certainly, by all appearances, a big year ahead for you and for Phil Houdon and for Big Jim. So thanks so much, Jim, for joining us on the Tarmac Show. We really appreciate it, and we certainly wish you all the best in this year coming up with Big Jim. Truly a great horse, and we wish you all the best. So we're going to give away this hat. As I said, Jim has signed it, and we'll have Phil Houdon sign it as well. And it is the last hat in your Big Jim stash, right?
Right now, yeah. I had 150, and they went within about 10 days. But I'm shipping Big Jim on Monday to the Meadowlands, and I have another shipment of hats coming into the Meadowlands, red and blue ones. This one is a red one.
Okay, so we are going to throw out a trivia question here. The first one up here with the correct answer to our trivia question, Jim will present with the Big Jim hat, and we will, of course, get that signed by Phil Houdon as well. So I think we're agreed on our trivia question. Would you like to pose the trivia question?
Yes, we want the nickname of the trainer of Big Jim.
So the trainer is James Dean. And we want the nickname for James Dean. If you know that information, be the first one here, and Jim will hook you up. Jim, thanks so much for coming on the Tarmac Show, and good luck this season.
Thank you.
All right. Jim Carr, owner of Big Jim. Thanks to him for coming on the Tarmac Show tonight. And I think we may have a winner here for the hat. We'll see. We'll let you know in just one moment.